Hey, Wes, Sam with Hornets.com. Welcome to Charlotte. Just curious your initial reactions to the trade from New Orleans, and then just how you feel your skill set is going to fit into Charlotte. Kind of what are your impressions of this Hornets team, having faced them for a few years?
Man, when I got the news, man, I was actually pretty excited, because I think this past year, the Hornets, as an organization, put the league on notice, just with the exciting play, the players, the core that the guys, have now. It's been a very, good year for them, and hearing the news getting traded, man, I was excited to just be joining in this, man, being a part of it, just bringing the energy. In the open floor, man, it's my part of my game, and these guys, they like to run the floor. LaMelo, getting the ball out in transition, just filling those spaces, man, is, bringing defense to this group as well. It's going to be a pretty big thing.
Thank you.
Yep.
Will, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Wes, just in terms of your skill set, where do you feel like you best fit to try and help this squad? And what do you think this squad can get from you that they might not have had before?
Very interchangeable, man, from the 1 to the 4, especially on the defensive end, when it comes to switching schemes, filling those holes, from the 1 to the 4, guarding point guards, all the way down the line. And on the offensive end, man, just getting on transition, opening the floor up, running the floor, pushing the ball, in transition, whatever it might be asked of, man, it's all part of my game, man. This team, the style of play, I think it fits me pretty well.
And in terms of just kind of the perception of this team, we asked this about a couple of the other guys earlier today, but what was the outside perception of the Hornets, and do you feel like they are seen as a team that can be on the rise?
For sure, man. It's a young team on the rise, and I think, going back a few years back, I was in Orlando playing against some of these guys as well, man, and I can remember, Bridges first coming in the league, as rookies, man, and these guys, they came a long way. And this past year, like I said, they put a lot of people in the league on notice. I'm excited. I'm excited to join this group, man. Try to bring my knowledge, as being a fifth-year guy in the league, making guys better around me, man. And just following suit, man. It's a fun team as well.
Thanks for the time, man. Welcome.
Thank you.
Sam Farber.
Hey, Wes, welcome to Charlotte. Last year with the pandemic, it had an effect on a lot of players, a lot of different ways. Is there something about now, as we hopefully get into a more normal season, and it seems it's a more normal off-season pattern now, that, maybe you appreciate more having been deprived of it last year, or certain aspects as we get ready for, again, a hopefully more normal season that you have a new appreciation for?
Oh, man, yeah, I appreciate you asking that question, man. I think the past year, not just for us players, but, for everyone, it was tough. And personally, man, it was tough on me as far as like battling through injuries. It wasn't a lot of time, as we would normally have, to, maybe take time off between games. Even the off season, with that being shortened, man, it was kind of a quick turnaround. And even for me, switching teams, going into a new system, that was a little different for me being in Orlando for 3 years. But you got to love it, man. It's a part of the NBA. It's a part of the business that you have to understand. And, this is where I ended up, and I'm happy to be here. We got a full off season, for me to come in healthy, going into training camp. It's just a fun time, man. I've been working, been in the gym out here on in the West Coast right now, putting a lot of time in with shooting coaches. Just taking a lot of personal time, man, to get right, and healthy for training camp, because like I said, this team, I feel like expectations, man, it's pretty up there for this year, man. It's an exciting team. Like, everyone is excited, and I'm excited to be a part of it.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you.
Rod Boone.
Hey, Wes, how would you describe your career journey so far, and how do you think that will help you here with the Hornets? Because obviously you have a lot of forwards now. So how do you think you'll be able to kind of fit in and kind of carve your niche out with a lot of guys kind of fighting for a spot?
Man, me personally, man, that's been the story for me since I've been in the league, man. I think that's my motivation, to keep going. You know, it's always the what's next. You know, for me, man, I take pride in that. The competition, you know, I love it. You know, I don't fear nothing about competition, man. You know, if you didn't have competition, then, you know, something might be wrong, you know. So it's always good to have competition, man. And I look forward to it anyway. But like I said, coming to this team, man, I also want to, you know, share with guys my experiences, you know, what I might have went through, you know, in certain situations. And just ending up here, man. It's in the past 5 years, it all went by fast, man, but it's been a long 5 years. You know, so being here now, I'm thankful for it, thankful for the opportunity, you know, and I'm just looking forward to again with this group.
Christos?
Hello, Wes. Hope you're doing well.
Mhm.
What is the most impressive part from your perspective about your new team, and how excited you are about the talent that this team have?
I'm just as excited as you, man. You know, honestly speaking, I had a lot of time to see. I said I played against a lot of these guys through the years a lot as well, man, and just to see how far they've came, you know, and up over the years, man. It's been fun to watch as well, you know, and just being a part of it. I mean, I feel like everyone is excited. Like that's me as well too, man. So you know, I'm happy to be here. You know, just get with these guys. You know, pick their brains. You know, see what you know how they like to do things, and you know, see what I can help bring to the table, man. It's gonna be fun.
Thank you very much.
All right, and we'll wrap up with Danny Thompson.
Wes, Danny Thompson with a 3-point conversion. Great to see you. It's been a while since I've seen you last. I covered you your first couple of years in Orlando, and I've seen your growth and progressions from Orlando till now. But for those who haven't seen what you have worked on or what you've grown in, where have you grown the most since the time I saw you when you first put that jersey on in Orlando until this moment right now? Because I remember the day you were in Orlando as a presser.
Yeah, man. Thank you, man. Well, I say I've grown the most, man, is you know, not a particular skill. Well, skills all around, but you know, understanding the game. Going through certain situations, being in the system of Orlando for 3 years, you know, I learned a lot. You know, whether it's defensive schemes, you know, whatever it may be. It was a good time, man. You know, getting here now, I would just say understanding the game and the pace of it. You know, I've been working on, you know, controlling the speeds, you know, figuring out how to, you know, maybe draw some more fouls, man, and, you know, all of that things, man. So, you know, all around, man, I would say, you know, my skills, you know, taking the next step, especially, you know, this off season. I've been in the gym like crazy, man, you know, just trying to get ready for what's next, man. You know, you never know what this business, man. So it's all about, you know, staying prepared, man. That's what we have now.
And a quick follow-up. I remember you telling me that you love learning from the coaches that you've learned from and been around. What did you learn? What did you learn from Rick Carlisle, and what did you learn from Stan Van Gundy in the time that you were with them, on top of what you were in Orlando that you bring now that you're a 5-year veteran?
Good question, man. With Dallas, man, I think I've learned a lot of the freedom part of the offensive game. You know, Coach Carlisle, he really made it a point to give players that freedom, you know, to pretty much just go out there and play a game of offense, you know, with a lot of space, you know, figuring out spaces on the floor. You know, I learned a lot of that with Dallas. And when it came to New Orleans with Coach Van Gundy, man, it was defense, man. You know, he was big on defense, being in your spots, you know, just covering for your teammates, man. And he was, you know, his game plan, man, he was really dialed in. Like, you know, we were spending a lot of time on teams too, like almost a playoff atmosphere, you know, in the regular season, man. It was just the focus level with Coach Van Gundy was there as well.